Hello back! Hello once again. Estamos juntos aqui, galerinha. E hoje we are going to be talking about something happy. If you already checked your book, you will see that we are going to be talking about happy day. Let's talk about happy things. It's supposed to be a happy day. It's a happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. That was a bad joke. Bad joke. Very well. Let's begin with the warning, né? Espero que vocês já estejam com o livrinho aí, para a gente poder seguir juntos. Se já pegaram o livrinho, dá uma olhadinha, tá? Vai vendo aí Words in Action, vê essas traduções aí para a gente poder seguir junto, ok? Very well. Então vamos lá. Today we will see Warmup, Words in Action, Talk Time, Useful Expressions, Grammar File, Speak Up, Listening and Talking, Talk Time, Listening, Reading Practice, Fun Time, and Listening for Understanding. Beginning with happy day, right? What is a happy day? What is a happy day for you? To me, a happy day is when I get to relax, do what I want, maybe stay at home on a rainy day, maybe go out with my friends, maybe go to the beach and talk, right? So anything that brings you joy, anything that makes you happy, makes it a happy day, right? At least for me. What is a happy day for you guys? Let me know later. So moving on, we go on to warm up, where we have a few questions. There are lots of ways to relax. Here are some relaxation tips. Algumas dicas para vocês. E aí, gente, vamos lá. Maybe one, take a warm bath. Esse é um pouquinho difícil porque nem todo mundo aqui tem banheira. Bath is only in a bathtub. É somente na banheira. Mas, I mean, if you have one, maybe go there. Maybe do some yoga, like that little girl over there in the corner. Have a warm drink, right? So maybe some hot chocolate. Put some condensed milk in there. Hot chocolate is always really nice. Maybe a tea, if you like tea. I love having some tea. Take a nap, right? So go to sleep, take a little nap. Maybe after lunch, you can take a little nap. Me, I take naps all the time, even at night. Sometimes I take a nap at 6, wake up at 7, and then I feel refreshed to do more things at night. Listening to soothing music, right? So calming music. Maybe listening to some calming music. Get in touch with nature. Go out to a beach. Go out to a meadow. Go out to, to a park, right? We have parks in our city. So maybe go to a park, walk around, breathe in the fresh air, right? And then lastly, you can get a massage or a back rub. And what is the difference between a massage and a back rub? A massage is usually done by a professional, while a back rub is usually done by someone close to you. So like a boyfriend, girlfriend, your mother, someone who would give you a back rub. Okay, so just when someone do, a nice back rub and stuff to help you relax. So yeah, and a massage is done by a professional. So which of these would you guys like to do? I mean, all of these sound so nice. I don't really do yoga a lot, but people who I know who do it say it's really good. I really like getting in touch with nature. I really like having a back rub. I mean, this is the best right here. Getting a back rub is just the best, at least for me. Very well. Moving on to words in action. Let's go on to words in action. Então vamos prestar atenção. Vamos ouvir aí words in action juntinhos e repetindo, ok? Let's go.
Lesson 24. Words in action.
Fast-paced.
Fast-paced.
Strain.
Strain.
Errands.
Errands.
Clever.
Clever.
Solely.
Solely.
Afterwards.
Afterwards.
Trouble.
Trouble.
Complaint.
Complaint.
Spot.
Spot.
Further.
Further.
Level.
Level.
Soothing.
Soothing.
Exploration.
Exploration.
Exploitation.
Exploitation.
Fond.
Fond.
Bright.
Bright.
Errands.
Errands.
edge,
edge. Let's go to the verbs.
to cuddle,
To cuddle,
cuddled,
cuddled in the past.
cuddled,
Cuddled again in the participle.
to spoil,
To spoil,
spoiled,
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 spoiled again.
to brighten,
To brighten,
brightened,
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 brightened.
to trouble,
To trouble,
troubled,
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 troubled.
to explore,
To explore,
explored,
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 explored.
to exploit,
To exploit,
exploited,
exploited,
exploited.
exploited. Very well. So we have there a few different ideas, a few different words. Então vou passar aqui bem rápido, ok? Fast pace é algo que é rápido, que tem um passo rápido. Strain é um estresse, é uma pressão que alguma coisa sofre. Errands são atividades. Atividades que você faz de casa, tipo, por exemplo, levar a roupa para lavar, botar o lixo para fora. Those are errands. Clever é uma pessoa smart, esperta, uma pessoa que consegue resolver problemas. Solely, somente. Afterwards, depois. Trouble, problema. Complaint é uma reclamação. Spot é um ponto. Pode ser um ponto físico no espaço, tipo, sei lá, um ponto de ônibus, ou pode ser um ponto na sua pele. Um ponto, tem um sinal aqui, tem um ponto. Further significa além. Level é o nível. Soothing é uma coisa calmante. Exploration é uma exploração. Tipo, você vai para um canto desconhecido, você vai explore. Exploitation é exploração no sentido de utilizar alguma coisa, de consumir recursos. Fond significa afeiçoado, é quando você sente algum tipo de emoção ao fazer uma coisa, ao ver uma coisa. Por exemplo, I am very fond of my computer. Eu adoro meu computador, ele já me ajudou em muita coisa, então I'm fond of it. Eu não só gosto dele, eu tenho uma afeição por ele. Tá? Eu sei que é estranho falar isso de um computador, mas você pode falar isso de qualquer coisa, pode ser de uma atividade. I am fond of going to the beach and talking to my friends. Então eu gosto de ir para a praia falar com meus amigos, isso me faz bem. Bright é uma coisa clara, like the sun. We have errands, again, né, que são as tarefas que você tem que fazer, obrigações. Edge, que é a ponta, é a lâmina. Tá? Então, por exemplo, the edge of a precipice. Né? Então, você tem a ponta de um precipício, né, que é de onde você pularia, ou de onde você... Quando você consegue ver lá embaixo, it's the edge. Você também pode falar, por exemplo, de uma faca. A faca has an edge. Ela tem uma lâmina, tá? Então, sempre que você está no limite de alguma coisa, tá? É exatamente the edge. Para os verbos, to cuddle, que é você abraçar, ficar abraçadinho, tá? Cuddle, especificamente, diferente de hug, tá? A gente tem também o verbo to hug, tá? Que é quando você abraça alguém. Você hug someone, você dá aquele abraço. Mas o cuddle, especificamente, ele é mais amoroso. Tá? Ele é um abraço que você dá naquela pessoa que você gosta, quando você fica com ela, por exemplo, um namorado com a namorada assistindo um filme, ali abraçadinhos. Isso é cuddle. Ok? Muito bem. Continuando, a gente tem to spoil, que é você estragar alguma coisa. To brighten, que é clarear, deixar mais claro. To trouble, que é você importunar, é você incomodar alguém. To explore, você explorar, como eu falei, você ir para um canto novo. E to exploit, você consumir recursos, você explorar no sentido de utilizar. Alright? Very good. Let's go on to our first talk time. Então, primeira perguntinha aí, gente. Do you like to cuddle up to keep warm? Vocês gostam de se abraçar para ficar quentinhos? Olha, hoje aqui pelo menos tá chovendo pra caramba. Eu adoraria estar na minha cama, abraçadinho com a minha noiva. Tirar um cochilo. To me, sounds great. Number 2. How can you relax in this fast-paced world? Como que a gente relaxa nesse mundo corrido, nesse mundo frenético? Me, I love to take my time at night after I've done all my things and just relax and just watch something funny, maybe play some video games, listen to music, do the activities that make me feel good. Number 3, how can you unplug from the stresses and strain of life? My first tip is don't take your work home with you. One of the things that became very hard during these pandemic times is separating home life from work life. For me, when I'm doing work stuff, I try to focus on doing the work stuff, like recording online content, like talking to students. And then after I'm done, after I'm finished, usually at night, I turn off my cell phone and I focus on myself. I have to relax, even so I can be able to do those things the next day. Because if I'm stressed all the time, then it will be bad for my mental health and I won't be able to do those things. Number 4, how often do you go downtown to run some errands? Sometimes twice a week. I used to. These days, never. I don't go downtown anymore because everything is closed. We can't go downtown. Number 5, do you think the responsibility of children's education is solely in the hands of parents? I don't. Mr. Vítor here doesn't. What do you guys think? I think the school has a big hand in a kid's education, but the parents do have the majority of the importance in that. Number 6, what fond memories do you have of Christmas? Every time I remember Christmas when I was a kid, I would see my uncle dressed as Santa. It was a very nice time when I was a kid. Number 7, do you sometimes spoil your appetite eating sweets before meals? I don't. I used to when I was a kid. These days I wait for lunch first, and then if I'm still hungry, maybe I'll eat some dessert, some cookies or something. Number 8, were you spoiled as a child? Você foi mimado quando criança? I don't think I was. Not really. My parents have always sat down and talked to me about things when they couldn't give me things, and I always kind of understood. I was never really spoiled. Number 9, what troubles you more? Illnesses, bad news, your back? Yeah, my back troubles me a lot. But these days, illnesses, bad news, coronavirus, that's all things that people worry about right now. Absolutely. This is a big concern, troubles a lot of people. And number 10, how do some employers exploit their employees? By having them work long hours, by not paying people enough. And we are seeing a lot of that in healthcare. We're seeing nurses and doctors that are not being paid extra to stay at the hospital and take care of people. And these people are getting sick. This is a very serious issue. Moving on, let's go to useful expressions. With the first one being to be dying for or to be dying to. I am dying for a Coke. When we say I'm dying for a Coke, what I mean is eu tô morrendo por uma coca. Eu quero muito uma coca, tá? Então a ideia aí é que você quer muito um objeto, uma coisa, uma comida, maybe. Okay? And we have to be dying to, which you usually use for a verb. I am dying to go to the toilet, right? So when you have to go, you're dying to go to the toilet, right? So it's a verb, to go. Dying for an object, dying to, a verb. Okay, to feel like is when you want something, you're not dying for it, but you want something. I feel like a drink. Tô com vontade de drink. I feel like going out. Tô com vontade de sair. I'm home, I'm not doing anything. I feel like going out. Tô com vontade de sair. Okay, so to feel like when you want something, but it's not something you really need. You just want it. You just feel like it. Way more. He is way more intelligent than me. He is way richer than me. Então, way a gente vai colocar antes de comparativo para dizer que é muito mais. Né? Então, tô vendo aí, ó, way more intelligent. Lembra do comparativo, gente? Que a gente tem o R no final, se a palavra for grande, a gente põe o more. É exatamente isso. Então ele é muito mais inteligente do que eu. Ele é muito mais rico do que eu. Way richer. Tá? E lembra que aí, ó, richer than, mais rico do que. Então lembra que é isso aí que a gente vai estar fazendo. Tá muito mais rico do que eu. Way richer than me. Tá? Way, você está dizendo que é muito mais. And last, to run errands. I am off to run errands. Like taking my laptop to get fixed. Wow, that just described my life. I'm literally doing that today. I'm taking my laptop to get fixed. So errands, just like that guy up there, errands are activities that you do. And usually the expression is to run errands, right? You run errands. You go around and you do the activities that you need to do, your obligations. All right, let's go on to grammar file, guys. Get your grammar file book so we can take a look at the difference between to remember and to remind. To remember is something you do yourself. I remember something. I remember talking about that. I can't remember talking about that. Eu não consigo me lembrar. Do you remember your first teacher? Você se lembra? Você se recorda do seu primeiro professor? When I remembered the appointment, it was too late. Quando eu lembrei da consulta, era tarde demais. Então, remember is you, is yourself. Você se lembra, você se recorda. Já o remind, to remind, is when you help someone else remember. Please, remind me to give you the keys. Me lembre de te dar as chaves. This song reminds me of an old girlfriend. Essa música me lembra uma velha namorada. Tá? Então, a ideia aí aqui, o remind, é quando alguma coisa lembra a outra, não uma pessoa se lembrar. Então, me recordar, lembrar-se, remember. Quando uma pessoa lhe lembra de algo, it reminds you. Por exemplo, essa frase aqui, ó, remind me to call my mom. Me lembre de ligar para minha mãe. Então, remind é quando uma coisa lhe lembra de algo. Por exemplo, existe uma coisa que eu adoro colocar no meu celular, que é a reminder. Eu adoro colocar reminders no meu celular, tá? Para me lembrar de coisas, coloco alarmes e coisas. São o quê? Lembretes. Tá? Reminders são lembretes, que é o que eu coloco para me lembrar das coisas. Moving on, let's go to speak up. It's time to speak up. Então vamos lá, vamos olhando aí e ouvindo e repetindo, ok? Então vamos lá, time to speak up and play. Go!
Book 3, Lesson 24. Speak up.
Did you go to a pizza parlor?
Did you go to a pizza parlor?
I was dying for a pizza.
I was dying for a pizza.
Would you like some coffee?
Would you like some coffee?
I'm dying to have a cup of coffee.
I'm dying to have a cup of coffee. Lembra que eu falei que dying for, quando a gente está falando de uma coisa, a gente usa o for. Quando a gente dying to, é um verbo. Por mais que ela tenha dito que ela está morrendo, to, ela está dizendo, ó, to have a cup of coffee. Ela podia dizer, I am dying for a cup of coffee. Mas ela botou to, I'm dying to have a cup of coffee. Estou morrendo para tomar café. Okay? That's the difference.
The day's been so boring.
The day has been so boring.
Do you feel like going out?
Do you feel like going out?
She's very clever.
She's very clever.
She's way cleverer than you.
She is way cleverer than you.
Your car is powerful?
Your car is powerful?
Your car is way more powerful than mine.
Your car is way more powerful than mine.
Can we meet?
Can we meet?
I can't meet you now. I have errands to run.
I can't meet you now. I have errands to run.
Did they cuddle?
Did they cuddle?
They cuddled on the sofa.
They cuddled on the sofa.
Do you like my idea?
Do you like my idea?
That's a bright idea.
That's a bright idea. É uma ideia brilhante.
What can brighten your day?
What can brighten your day?
Listening to music can brighten my day.
Listening to music can brighten my day.
What's troubling you?
What's troubling you?
My foot's troubling me.
My foot is troubling me.
I'll be late.
I'll be late.
If you're late, it will mean trouble.
If you're late, it will mean trouble.
Do you enjoy being spoiled?
Do you enjoy being spoiled?
Everybody enjoys being spoiled from time to time.
Everybody enjoys being spoiled from time to time.
What must be better exploited?
What must be better exploited?
Water power must be better exploited.
Water power must be better exploited. Water power, a gente está falando de energia hidrelétrica, tá? Water power seria exatamente energia da água.
Wouldn't you like to have something to eat?
Wouldn't you like to have something to eat?
I'll watch the movie first and eat afterwards.
I'll watch the movie first and eat afterwards.
Where's the hospital?
Where is the hospital?
The hospital is further down the road.
The hospital is further down the road.
Where's a good place for a picnic?
Where is a good place for a picnic?
That's a nice spot for a picnic.
That is a nice spot for a picnic. Very good. Very good. Tranquilinho, gente. Let's go on to... It's time to listening and talking. Então, continuando aí, vamos ver o que está acontecendo nessa historinha aí, tá? E ver o que esse texto fala pra gente, ok? Então, let's go.
Book 3, Lesson 24, Listening and Talking.
Things to make us happy. In today's fast-paced world, it's not easy to unplug from the everyday stress, strains and challenges of life and focus on things that can make us happy. As adults, we have a lot to deal with: work or relationships, demands, bills to pay, errands to run, and so on. No wonder why it's so easy for many of us to be unhappy about life. However, you can take some time and dedicate solely to the act of making you happy. It's worth giving close attention to some things that you can do to make you happy.
Very good. So we have a few things there, right? We have a few things that we can do to be a little happier. Beginning with exercising, we can just go for a run, do a little exercise. I know a lot of people don't really like doing it, but it does make you feel better, right? Especially in times of Corona. It's hard going out to exercise, but there is a lot of things you can do, even at home, to help you exercise. We can watch a great film. You can get involved in a nice film, maybe a series. And this is something I always recommend, especially because it helps you keep your English sharp, right? So maybe watch some movies. Listening to music is also a very good idea. Just anything that helps you relax, or something that makes you active, something that gets you pumped to maybe go do some exercises. So listening to music, do exercises, maybe that together would help. I know it helps me. Cuddling to someone, not necessarily a boyfriend or a girlfriend, but maybe your cat, your dog. Cuddling with the dog, with the cat is always so nice. I love my cat. Maybe reading. A lot of people like reading. Reading is really good, and it can help as well with your English. And meditating, right? So just relaxing and thinking about nothing. Just let your thoughts kind of go away, and that can help you relax a little bit. So a lot of different options. To me, the best thing there would be to maybe cuddle, listen to music. That's always something nice. Maybe take a nap. That's something that always helps. Moving on to talk time, second talk time of the day. Oh, before talk time, what can we do to be happier? I just give you guys a bunch of options, right? What do you guys like to do to be happier? It's important to think about things like this in the world that we are right now, right? Now, yes, moving on to talk time. Do you think that happiness lies within you, inside you, or does it depend upon other people and external things? What do you think, guys? I think a little bit of both, but if we are not happy by ourselves, I think it's going to be hard to be happy with other things. We need to be happy with ourselves first. Number 2, how can you become happier? I mean, we talked about a lot of things. There are many things that you can do in the long term, but short term, all of those activities we just talked about. Number 3, what affects your level of happiness? My level of happiness is very much affected by my sleep. If I don't sleep well, I am not happy the next day. I very much need to sleep well. And number 4, can money buy happiness? It really depends on you. If you're a materialistic person, then maybe you will find happiness with money. I don't need a lot of money to be happy. I just need to be able to pay for my stuff, have a hobby. I don't need to have expensive things. Number 5, what are the 3 most important things for you to be happy? For me, it would be to have, house, food, sleep, and a hobby. And my wife. Just things that make me happy. Moving on, excuse me. Moving on to listening and reading practice. Let's go. Listening, reading practice. Let's see what's happening there. What are these people talking about? Let's take a look. We have Amy and Bill talking about the Grand Canyon. Let's see. What are they talking about?
Book 3, Lesson 24, Listening and Reading Practice. I went to Grand Canyon last night.
Impossible. Grand Canyon is 1,000 miles away from us.
I did. I just stood on the edge of Grand Canyon and looked all around.
Are you nuts? How can that be?
That's the magic of Google. You can bring many of your favorite spots from around the world to you. You can experience new adventures by exploring the deepest, highest, and furthest side of our planet, and across the universe just browsing Google Earth. All you have to do is type your destination, and in one click, you go to your desired location in a few seconds. You can go everywhere, not only in planet Earth, but into outer space. Go to the moon, planets, galaxies, and visit supernova, nebula, even black holes.
Wow! Was it like being there?
Yes, I felt like I was actually there.
Cool! Internet is amazing.
Cool! Internet is amazing! And just in case you guys are wondering, let me just show you what Google Earth is like. I have Google Earth opened up here so I can show you guys. We're in France right now, I guess. And let me show you how easy it is. If you just open here, you search for Grand Canyon. Let's see where this girl went. She went to Grand Canyon. You just press enter and it shows a little something here, talks a little bit about it, and it takes you right there to Grand Canyon. This is how big it is. And if you come in, you can see Grand Canyon right here. There's a lot of things that you can see there. And I am fairly sure that if you pull this little guy here somewhere, you can go down there and take a look yourself. Wow, look at that. Wait, it's a little weird and stuff, but this is how you take a look at Grand Canyon. I think we are down there. We're not really up. And I think you can actually walk down and see everything. You can see the whole river and take a look at Grand Canyon. You can go around and take a stroll there. And if you want to, go further up, you don't have to be down here. You can just go back to look at the Grand Canyon over from the top. And there's a lot of things that you can see here. Grand Canyon is amazing. It's so big. I think we're supposed to do a little, how do you do 3D? And then if you press this 3D button over here, you can, sorry, right here behind me. If you press this 3D button over here, you can actually see the Grand Canyon in 3D. You can go around and see that it turns a little. You can see that it's that it goes away, and then you can walk by it. It's really huge. The Grand Canyon is huge. And you can click on pictures so you can see a picture of the Grand Canyon. It's really a nice thing. And then there's some information. You can see Mojave Point. It goes all the way over there. So you can see Mojave Point, and this is what it looks like from there. Big canyon, right? Very well. That is Google Earth. Maybe take a look sometime. Just go to Google Earth, just type it up on Google, and you'll find it. Let's move on to and if you have visited anywhere in Google Earth, let me know. Now moving on to fun time. Very well. So let's take a look at some of our questions today. Number one, which is the only natural food which never spoils? The only natural food that never spoils is honey. Honey never goes bad. It never spoils. Did you know that? Yeah. Number two, what month has the highest percentage of births? So when people are born the most? The answer is September. September is the month where most people are born, the month with the most birthdays. Question number three, what is the percentage of left-handed people around the world? Mr. Vítor here is left-handed. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know, but I am actually left-handed. Yes, this is my dominant hand. Moving on, and it's about 10%. 10% of people around the world are left-handed. Question number four. The letters that are most commonly used, thought about that, is letter E is the most used in English, at least. In Portuguese, I believe it's A. And the least used letter is Q. Q is not very used in English, but I'm sure it's more used in Portuguese. Question number five. Do you know Elvis Presley's middle name? Those of you who saw our rock class might know his name was Aaron. His name is Elvis Aaron Presley. Number six, how many legs do insects have? Insects have 6 legs. If they have 8 legs, those are arachnids. Those are not insects like spiders. They are arachnids. And next, question 7, do you know what the word laser stands for? Laser, like I said in the previous class, means light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. That's laser. So we have L-A-S-E-R, laser. Laser amplification by light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Very good. Moving on to listening for understanding real quick. Let's see what Mrs. Perry is complaining about. So let's take a listen and see what she is complaining about.
Book 3, Lesson 24, Listening for Understanding.
Mrs. Perry is not satisfied at all with something she has just bought. She contacts the company and makes a complaint. Listen and write it down.
I'm sorry to bother you, but unfortunately, the TV set I bought has not performed well. It turns on and off by itself. I'm so disappointed because it does not work properly. I would like to have it exchanged or my money back.
Very well. Let's listen to that again. One more time.
Book 3, Lesson 24, Listening for Understanding.
Mrs. Perry is not satisfied at all with something she has just bought. She contacts the company and makes a complaint. Listen and write it down.
I'm sorry to bother you, but unfortunately, the TV set I bought has not performed well.
So she bought a TV set. So a television. She bought a television and it's not performing well. It's not working okay.
It turns on and off by itself.
It turns on and off by itself. So it just turns on and then it turns off by itself.
I'm so disappointed because it does not work properly.
I am so disappointed. She's disappointed. She is sad because it doesn't work correctly.
I would like to have it exchanged or my money back.
She would like to have it exchanged for a different TV or to have her money back, for them to give her back her money. So yeah, her complaint is she bought a TV and it's not working correctly and she would like it either exchanged or she wants to get her money back. All right, very good. that's today's lesson. Let's review real quick. Today we saw warm up, words in action, talk time, useful expressions, grammar file, speak up. We also saw listening and talking, talk time, listening, reading practice, fun time, and listening for understanding. And next time we'll go on to lesson 25, the world of sports. Just give you guys the reminders again. Stay tuned for the instructions from Sahia. Remember to do your homework because it counts as attendance. This is it for today, guys, and I will see you guys next time. This is Mr. Vítor signing out. Have a great Saturday, a great Sunday, and a great week, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.